Resuming the terrors.
We are gonna get so scared.
With Mheracai. Continue.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe I'd rather start all over again.
Oh, please.
There were
no.
less monsters in the first hour.
Yeah, there really were. I wonder if there was even an option of monsters in the first hour. Like, did we miss any?
I don't know. Didn't seem like there was much. Maybe the fern was secretly a monster, and when I put it out of its misery, that saved us.
I don't know. I kind of feel like that part where we were walking around in the,
New territory.
that one place with all the doors and hallways. You remember that place? The archives. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, the place with all the doors and hallways? You mean the game?
The whole thing. Okay. But no, the archive. Like, way back in the beginning. After we got those things in that one room and we had to go back and they got that shortcut. I kind of feel like if we hadn't gone through the shortcut, there may have been a monster lurking somewhere in there.
Green.
Welcome to Slytherin House.
That's a natural color.
It isn't Slytherin House. Of course not.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, necromancy time?
Is there any way to turn this other screen off?
Oh, yes. Push that button on top.
Yeah, I thought so.
We will be incapable of seeing when we're in and out of camera, though.
It's okay. We pretty much know where the camera is, I think.
What?
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Do you remember that myth?
Orpheus?
Yeah.
It's Greek.
Well, of course it's Greek. It has "ios" at the end.
Well, yes, that is.
But do you remember what happened? What was that?
What?
It was probably just ambient noise.
I'm trying to look down here. It won't let me.
Not here. Maybe you can find some other place to jump up into your doom.
I just wanted to stand on the rail and look down. Let me see. Orpheus. Let me see. Morpheus was the god of dreams. Orpheus. Ophelia. God. Orpheus.
What did Orpheus do?
I remember a bunch of tales about going into the underworld with different people.
He wasn't that one guy that wanted his girlfriend back, right? Was he the guy that wanted his girlfriend back? The poet. Or something.
Yeah, I think it is the poet.
Oh, I have a feeling we need to turn that off.
Tesla's been here.
Tesla's been high on something.
No, this is pretty much standard operating procedure for him. Spinny things, electricity.
Yeah, now that you get a bit closer, I can kind of see that. I bet you need to put some blood in there, or something.
As long as it's not my blood, it's somebody else's.
Go that way that you almost went when you were trying to jump.
So what is the purpose of this room?
I don't know, either walk into it or go back to your thing.
Oh, walk into it.
Well...
Is it a Stargate? Is it...
It's probably a zapping gate.
Maybe the portal's on the other side and that's to keep anything from coming out of it?
Or into it.
Alright, we have two directions. And if we need to cook a bagel, we've got lots of fire.
I had a bagel for breakfast, actually.
You know, you can make green fires. All you have to do is throw some salt in it.
One time, one of my friends moved, and he was a really dirty person, and we burned his pillow, and it was green.
That's amazing.
Like, it was this beautiful emerald green, and it was, like, both disgusting and beautiful at the same time. Like, the fire, like, just Slytherin, for sure.
That's amazing. So we have a knight armor. Alright, let's do it. The Shattered Ord. Because that's font. My gosh. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found in Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research.
Found by Agrippa.
Oh.
You said found in Agrippa.
Sorry. The incident with Wilhelm has made me most impetuous, fearing the... I have never seen that word before. Paucity of prisoners? I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I can put those together for you!
Yeah, seems
I have tried everything, but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can find a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces of the orb. Even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? I know, I'll use the orb pieces to torture people. So, your wife died ages ago and you're trying to bring her... What? What?
What's behind you?
I was ready for it with a chair. You saw
What
it.
about down here?
But there's a knight. Or...
Not really. Looks like a crusader, actually. No magic books.
Well, they're probably all magic books, but...
Well, I mean, no switch books.
I store tinder boxes with my dusty old books, too. It seems like a great idea to have lit candles around them, too. At all hours of the day and night. Maybe you should just go into business selling ever-burning candles. You could make a killing. Forget all this nonsense with all the other weird magic.
Clunk. Why does it let us just throw all these?
I want to break a pot.
They're all bronze.
I need something heavy. Yeah, but the pot's not.
Pretty sure the pot is not a breakable.
But if I were Link, I could break the pot.
That's a cool thing.
Should I write this down?
No, I'll remember it.
Squiggly, kanji.
Kind of looks like a house, and then a lady with curly hair, and then
An asterisk.
an asterisk.
Yeah, the last one's kind of mundane.
House, pretty lady, asterisk.
This seems to be a remarkably deep hole everywhere. Oh yes, of course.
Hey, there's lantern oil.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, it doesn't look like you have anything to sacrifice here.
Yeah.
So you gotta go find something to... Maybe you should get Agrippa.
Agrippa?
Yeah, maybe you should, like, kill him there.
He wanted notes from... What was it?
The
Wilhelm? Or... Notes written by somebody that tried to free him. We know he just wants to die.
Straight across.
Yup.
That's kind of cool architecture.
Really, this whole place just needs to be nuked. I think I've crossed the line where it's just like, let's just destroy the whole thing with
It's dark.
atomic fire. It deserves it. Boy, I hold a hammer stupidly.
I don't know.
More gears and broken gears and...
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way. as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation.
He's brainwashing
I
himself.
try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Daniel.
Daniel's brainwashing himself.
Under no circumstances is anything going on in this place cool. Okay?
Hey, that's a thing.
I found a bucket of tar. Maybe I should pour tar all over the altar. Do you think that's a good idea?
You know, it's weird that I don't feel like that's what's supposed to happen, but it's for something.
Just pour tar all over the altar.
You're missing a thing to the right.
All the clankety clank noises are.
Great, bars. Hey, it's in your box.
Oh, like the bars will stop me.
Like the bars will stop you, huh?
Hold on. I just need to remember what button. Ah. Meat. Tar. Crank. Ah, here we go. What? Well.
Dang.
Tar?
Guess we gotta go back.
Just put tar all over the lock. Maybe if I rub the meat on the lock, it might be a meat lock.
We've been all the different ways.
Yeah, we haven't illuminated things enough to see well.
Was there something hanging from the ceiling there?
The flies found my meat.
No, never mind.
Ugh. Don't mind me, I just walk into walls all the time. Oof! It's part of the amnesia potion. Yeah.
That was a very localized win.
Alright.
From who knows what.
Is this your time, Brother St. Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
Okay.
Did he release a monster at us?
I don't know. But I wouldn't want to be chased by one around here.
There's nowhere to hide.
No. And those narrow walkways? Not a good place. What
The
if...
meat doesn't go there, does it?
Fine. Meat. Tar. Crank. Chisel.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I know. So we can either go back. Well, I mean, there's the first direction I went in still that had.
The straight across direction?
Yeah. And then there's go back into the prison with the lucid talkity guy.
Which way do you want to go?
The straight across way first.
That's to the left, I think.
Okay. No,
Maybe.
that's not right.
I was wrong.
Oh, right, electric.
Yeah.
Well, let's take one more quick peek. All we can do is be wrong and stuck and lost and confused,
Well,
which is
got
the state
tar.
we're in right now, so...
We got tar, so maybe the tar goes in the pedestal. I mean, I don't know why exactly it would, but...
We could just throw tar into the electric. Alright. Wooden bucket filled with tar.
It
Why?
worked! Set it on fire. Or something. Because...
A smooth hemisphere depression on the top. Why would we put tar in it?
You did, though.
Dip my meat in tar, of course.
Yum.
The dipping sauce. Okay, for serious, what in the world do you want from me, game?
Maybe we have to go back to the prison.
Okay, I guess. But why?
We probably need something else.
But what? What in the world are we doing, Daniel? Do you know something that we don't?
Of course he doesn't know things we don't. He took that amnesia drink.
Yeah, he can't even remember what he did 5 minutes ago.
He's getting a lot of letters about how horrible he was being.
Just like, good thing I can't remember them. I wonder who Daniel is. Maybe I should turn these over to the police. These look like something the police should have. Okay. That door's locked. Okay. Still supposed to find orb shards. And here I was looking at the sticky bucket of tar and thinking, could we be setting up a trap? Meat for bait, tar. And then it's just like, no, you put it in a pedestal. Why?
Maybe you're supposed to set it on fire or something. Doesn't tar burn? I mean, we don't have anything to use to set on fire now, but...
I have tinder boxes. It didn't give me the option to use them.
Yeah.
But I think the prisoner's over here.
Yeah, he's over here.
Good to see you. Wire is my pupil. My pupil.
Wire. Okay.
Yes, I do take pride in that fact. Is it so wrong?
Dude, we have problems over that way. Advice?
I found the Mheracai.
He's just got...
I'm such an open planter. Do you know Mheracai? Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith. Building temples out of caverns.
I don't know, I find this
The dark walls being the universe.
yeah.
And inside are its follows. Humans watching the sky slowly tire. But the followers do have one thing to allow them a real sense of connection to creation. The orbs.
Where did they come from?
Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves or break. Then used by an uninitiated. I was lucky. So all I found spared my life and returned to what I found it. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brighterburg.
Okay. Well,
I was a brave man and dared to proceed where I
what do we
did.
do?
He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole
go
collection of
upstairs.
orbs. But unlike every other finder since the fall of the slave trade, he was able to unshackle the horror you and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide.
See if you can find any place else to go.
So we traveled outside the world. Well, that's not good. Wonder if we just sat there, how long we could just sit at that guy's feet listening. Maybe if I rubbed meat on it.
You're going crazy again.
Dude, come on. 5 minutes without losing your mind, please.
This is just under the stairway again.
Yeah, that just goes back up to where that we crawled up that ladder.
We don't want to go back down that ladder. Nope.
Nope. Right, I can run. Let's do that.
Alright, so there's other ways we can go. What about those
Good to see you.
stairways in the other room?
Not the way I hoped for. I've done all that I can to escape this prison. But now, I use all my strength merely to stay alive.
We gotta figure out where that can be opened from.
That's a good question.
She deserved it. That little bitch.
That was a lot more aggressive.
Would there be an orb in these rooms?
in the prison cells?
Well, he said that he was using it because it made them crazier and helped break them. There's pieces of it, but we never found any.
No, it's gotta be around.
Not one bit. All we found was a bunch of empty cells. Empty cells. No, I don't know.
What if you lit the lanterns inside all the cells?
Oh, that would use up a lot of my tinder boxes. And what if a player didn't have enough tinder boxes to do that? No, that can't be the solution.
There were a lot of tinder boxes in this area. And again, there's also a lot of torches. Alright, so up here is just more cells. But we didn't find anything at all in the cells yet. So there's gotta be something else to that puzzle.
We're just using up all of our...
In here.
Alright. Tar in a pedestal. Usually they like to keep the pieces of a puzzle nearby. It's gotta be in that area somewhere, but we missed it. What is it?
Maybe it'll give you a hint if you walk into the electricity.
Well, that's as good a plan as any. Let's do that. Couldn't I just wear some rubber? Screw playing with tar. That could fit an orb. We need to find an orb.
Yeah, we know that.
2 levers. Probably some problem with the machinery. Perhaps behind those 2 doors? If we could fix the machinery? The orb is needed in the inner sanctum. The scattered pieces lie scattered in the torture rooms. A heavy door is blocking the path. Top floor machinery. Open door. Get into torture rooms. Collect orb. Get into inner sanctum. Win the game?
Yeah, let's do it. I think the levers were the bridges, though. Remember those?
We did the bridges, though. We succeeded, though, didn't we?
Would it get rid of that memoir if we finished
Yeah,
that?
yeah. It's been pretty good about cleaning the memoirs.
Well, let's go back to those torture rooms.
Okay, well, these are holding cells, not torture rooms. I think the torture rooms are behind these big doors.
So on the top level, there's levers. Let's go to the top level.
But I was too afraid to come out. Silly. And now, all I can do is regret it.
Okay. So... No, shovel. Not clasp.
We know this doesn't work. How many times have you tried this?
There's a hammer over here.
What's through that door?
There's a saw! Come on, a saw. Really? This should work. I mean, really, game. Why would you give me a saw?
Because you can't hold it, and it didn't even a saw. It just dropped a
Put one there.
object on the floor.
Alright.
So levers are on the top level, right? Let's go.
Alright, I'm going.
I'm impatient today. Alright, don't fall off that.
I'd probably survive.
A little. So don't go down the ladder, but what's in these other rooms?
Let's see.
Hey!
This was the broken machinery. Can't turn.
So, let's see if we can figure out what it is that... Look up. Alright, so let's try those other rooms. Nope.
Can't pick that up.
I think those are just random tubes.
Whatever it takes.
We know, Daniel. This is the way we came in.
Okay, this door.
So dark. Okay, so this is
Falling
bomb
in.
rocks. Oh, come on. Well, we need another crowbar or something.
We haven't found anything. We're missing something stupid somewhere.
Wait, what was that you could grab on the floor? It's just a rock?
Yep.
Well, I don't want to go back down there.
No, we're gonna be down there. Nothing but monsters that thankfully cannot seem to climb a ladder down there. Google.
I hate that.
I got nothing.
Me too.
Google!
Shame.
Put the top button. Ah, shame.
I feel so much shame.
Okay. We're in... probably past the electrics, the inner sanctum. We're in the... God, I don't know what the name of this place is. Fine.
We're in the nave.
Amnesia Dark Descent nave. Okay. Sewers by ladder, yes, yes. Transept after raising gate. Cells. Ambushed by the gatherers. Is that what they were? The shadow, what? There are more than one creature attacking us, and we can't look at any of them, so we're just like, oh no, things!
Yep.
Okay. Some items only appear after Daniel has made progress in other areas of the castle. That's a dick move. The upper levels feature a small laboratory, housing machinery. To reach the chamber where Agrippa is, yes, yes, yes. It is inadvisable to light the torches, okay. Chambers are a number of cells, yes. Towards the end of the game, no, don't tell us. Oil, laudanum. Oh, come on!
Here, let me see if I can, like, run around the cells. There aren't any monsters, so I don't get scared.
Okay, but we might use up the oil. We'll try one more, I guess this. Control F. Nave! Nice job. That ugly monster was horrible. Okay, Agrippa. Oil. The gears are now working properly. What is this? Okay. When you're done listening to Agrippa, turn left and you'll find a table. There's a bottle of oil. Take it. Jump on the table. Look up. There's a trap door in the ceiling. We need to go find a table to jump on and look up.
I know exactly which table it was, and I wanted to jump on it.
Oh no! Well, now I feel stupid.
Well... I would have jumped into it.
I've become better at video games. I'm bad at the third-dimensional ones.
I knew there was something up with it.
Down here?
Yeah. It's to the left there.
I've always hoped Fire would return.
Alright,
Give me a second chance. But so does Alexander. That's why he keeps me here, as a hostage, hoping Fire will reveal himself.
Oh, Ryder is still alive?
Who?
The guy that he's looking for the notes
You're a
for?
good boy.
Oh, good.
Wyer's still
And I
alive.
appreciate
Maybe
you
he's being
coming.
tortured.
But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
He said he's a
Yeah, I think
he
he's
said
right.
he said he's a hostage
Cool.
to keep Wire from.
Try jumping.
All right.
Machinery! There's machinery!
No time for sitting around.
Oh, hush up. That's all you do all day.
You're a good
Well,
boy.
he's just hanging out.
And I appreciate you coming. But I believe
So-
you have more important things to take care of.
Well, however, I just did that.
Look up again on the other side.
Okay.
You should hurry that.
Maybe there's another thing. Because there were two switches. Okay, there's not.
No, just one gear was out of alignment.
And I appreciate you coming.
Please stop
But I
repeating
believe you
yourself,
have
or I'll
more
throw a rock
important
at
things to
you.
take care of.
We do have those.
I do. I also have hammers, saws.
Go see if the levers work.
We're going.
We gonna flip a lever, we're gonna get scared.
Nah.
Dude, there's gonna totally be a thing.
Nah, we got this beat. We got away from all the monsters. There aren't any more. Stop going crazy, Daniel.
Besides, apparently Daniel's a monster.
Probably. He's probably not human anymore. Well, with all this crap he's playing with.
I mean, what if those monsters are... That's the rocks. Other side.
Are people?
What if the monsters are the people that he tortured?
Odds are probably very high.
And that's probably why they're after him.
One door open. Two door open.
The lavender flash!
Light? I don't need light. I'll just run. No, of course not. But hey, I had to look.
Of course.
Hut.
Careful.
You have gone too far. I have to stop you.
Something might be
I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Dude, there's gonna be monsters. Please stop running. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard
Alexander's like, I'm gonna have to stop you.
that. But that's probably a memory.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to hide in that corner or something.
In my few scant years, I'm sure I know more than this immortal.
A few scant years, how about a few scant hours?
Well, I figured this.
Remember?
I figured Daniel's like in his 30s or something.
But yeah, he's supposed to
Is there something else? You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Alright.
The torture chambers.
This is going to be really spooky.
Maybe. It's probably going to be really gross.
That too.
What happened to her?
What's in that door? The open one.
Oh, I didn't realize this would be a scene transition until I clicked it.
Well, we found the transept.
Thick
And he said
liquor
that
spread
some of
across
the-
his tongue. He swallowed excessively to consume every drop. He looked through the window at the widespread force of the morning sun. Will it ever end with something?
Pretty. Let's go see what's in that other room first. But there's also that scary music.
That's a place where something's going to try to eat us.
Oh yeah.
Fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bed. He should have looked up what laudanum is. It's got to be a drug of some kind. Probably with a heavy bit of alcohol in it. Wait,
Well?
is this where I came from?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
What was that?
We're fine.
You're starting to go nuts. It's just slipping down in a well.
Okay, it's a water monster. Ah! It's just a water.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't! Oh god, it's gonna get up if you do that.
Worse. We have to go down.
Oh no.
Because of course we do.
Do we? Do we have to go down?
If there's a hole, we must go in it. But first... Yeah, I didn't like that. I think I'm gonna go this way now.
But that's back the way we came.
This way. I could keep throwing rocks at it. It doesn't like that.
It really doesn't. Maybe you get lucky and hit it and injure it so it goes slow. Probably not.
Daniel, thank you.
How's his mind doing?
It's fine.
So those are torture cages.
We're looking for 6 parts of an ore.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to get stabbed? Kill me, Orphan! Kill me! This one. Prepare him.
Plenty of doors.
Ooh, a ladder. I mean, a staircase.
Yeah.
Let's go up the top.
An unsafe-looking spiral staircase.
Every spiral staircase is unsafe looking. Good way to break your ankles.
But they're very defensible, and they don't take up a lot of space.
Yeah, because it's hard to go up and down them.
I believe they were invented to be defensible.
They're invented because people hated whoever they were living with.
There's a lot of doors. Oh boy,
This is like the earlier part of the castle.
Yeah.
Dude, does this let us out to the earlier part of the castle?
Uh-huh. That guy's wearing no pants. Why is that guy wearing no pants?
Maybe they're just yellow pants. Hey! It's a study of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
With pliers.
I wanted it to go in the pot.
No such luck. A rope. A string.
Is that going to be involved in the, Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, that is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim. This should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, then to continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it can trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. This game is highly educational. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. if the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before that happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later.
I see.
The more you know. I'll remember that when I build a giant fear-based castle.
Giant fear castle.
I mean, personally, I think the generators are a better way to go, but if you must power your castle through human fear and torture, you should at least know how to do it properly.
I kind of saw an episode of Rick and Morty like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're not going to read that? You want a turn?
No.
Oh, okay. Is it you, my love, I miss the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them. A demonic sultan perched on a dark mountain top. There's little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time, it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. He's from another world. He's an immortal from another world.
A bad one.
Or maybe he just doesn't value human life because his species are elves.
Elves? We're fighting an elf?
I don't know.
Alright, let's go downstairs.
Elves are snooty and arrogant, and they don't value human lives. What is making that sound?
Probably craziness. Or a mouse.
It's gone now.
It's not. It's probably a mouse.
Maybe it's Daniel. Maybe that's what his farts sound like.
Ew.
It sounds just like rustling parchment. That's because of the things they did to me in the castle. We're still gonna find something terrible in one of these places.
What about all of these places? There might be terrible things in them. Whoa there.
That's probably
That
memories.
breathing is not that. Turn around, turn around.
It's probably memories of torture victims.
It's probably actual torture victims. Oh jeez, they're here, they're here, they're here, they're here, they're here.
I'm seeing nothing. My sanity's not doing as good as it once did. Sawing. I think these are memories.
I don't think they're memories.
Hold yourself together, Daniel.
Oh dear.
Well, with a lantern, I may as well be ready to run.
Oh, there's nothing here.
I lit 5 candles with 1 tinderbox. Daniel, why can't you be that efficient all the time? The rapist hanged upside down. His tears soiled the blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Yes, here's one of our ore pieces. Yep. Uh-huh.
Yep. We've seen that before.
Well, I think that would cut down on the number of rapists in the world.
Oh yeah, probably.
I think.
At least by one.
I'm pretty sure
At a time.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would not, they'd be like, never mind. Maybe I should live the straight and narrow. Because, oh no.
Maybe if the understanding of basic human decency isn't enough for me, I can try not to have that done.
Yes, basic human decency? You don't like that? Well, if you don't like basic human decency, we have a saw.
We have a saw. Close that door.
But this lets me know that A,
There's
I've been
also
there,
that
and
circle on the
B,
end.
I might need to go hide in there.
Good point. How about that one? Am I just imagining it, or didn't it say that there were 6 pieces of orb?
Yeah, I think there were 6 pieces of orb.
Okay, we're gonna have another scary time in here.
But we know what to expect this time.
Are you sure?
What do you do in here? Shackle. Stool.
It'll tell you if you touch it.
Heavy thing. Shackles. Yes. I think I see where this is going. But let's look at a picture.
Oh, that
Yeah,
looks really painful.
It's about what I thought it would be. I find this significantly less horrific than the last room, though.
Oh, that would really hurt, though.
Yeah, it's horrific, but after
Shoulders.
But after you saw a person being sawed in half slowly while alive, like depicted, it's like, okay, that's terrible,
It
but
would stop hurting after a while.
that's not so bad.
Alright, there's your orb bed.
I know how to put these together. Well,
I don't think this actually does anything. It's just a crank for hoisting the person.
I know.
What was that?
Memories. We didn't get
You're just having a lot of fun with this.
we didn't get any stories of what was done. No, I'm expecting there to
Click the
be an
stool.
item. Oh. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step.
Makes me not want shoulders.
Kidnapper, huh?
Kidnapping's pretty bad.
Yeah, but, you know, our sanity is not fixing itself.
Let's get out of this room then. This room is probably doing bad things for the sanity.
I'll take this broom.
Maybe we can fly away on it.
Maybe we can just sweep things away.
Whoa, look out. What was that?
I know. But I have a broom. Watch out.
Beware the terrors of the night. He's got a broom. Alright. Room at the end of the hall. Probably worse.
The cradle is ready. Good.
What's that on the edge?
You're alive.
Plastic.
Candle.
Is he all right? He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention. I'm not a bad man. It was an accident. He set a man on fire. It wasn't my fault. Why would anyone listen? That's horrible. Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Oh god, it's a Judas seed.
Oh, what?
Judas seed. That's for the butthole.
Why?
Well...
Whatever you want. Anything. I'll do anything.
There's the orb. Why? 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 arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They would make him forget again. Oh, that's why they screamed they're innocent, because you made them forget that they were criminals. And then tortured the shit out of them some more.
Try it in those bags.
Ah,
You
the
can grab the
bags.
bags.
I'm gonna light a candle.
Good plan.
Yep,
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, now we've got 3 pieces. Picked piece of the orb. Oh, you're supposed to put them in the tar. Tar's what fixed the first one.
Oh,
It squished the tar out, but it was with tar.
yeah. But there were supposed to be 6, not 3, wasn't there?
I thought there were supposed to be 6, but
The shattered orb.
maybe you already put 2 pieces each together?
Cracked and fell into 6 parts. Are there 3 more of these horrible things for us to
Oh, maybe on the
explore?
other side. There were 2 switches, 2 doors.
Oh, no.
Be careful, if anything's going to show up here, it's now.
We have to go through 3 more of these.
Oh, look out.
Maybe we don't want any more of these chambers.
Can you make it to the door?
Maybe torture is an icky, gross thing that we don't want to explore. We'd rather just be chased by something. Look, you know, I just can't say this, you know. Couldn't
Horror
you-
game. Yeah, I really hope we don't have to go
How are
down
things
that road.
coming?
We have
You
to
see
go down
how
that
all
road. It's
the pieces
inevitable.
used in the darker.
No.
You seem to have found... What did you say? Oh, okay.
Yep. Part of the orb.
In the choir.
Maybe there will be singing.
Maybe this will be a really nice, pleasant place. He was just like, after every horrible torture session, I just needed someplace nice to go, where people weren't screaming. So I made this choir. Admittedly, I had to castrate them all because, you know, I'm like that. Evil torture person.
Hey, there was oil on the shelf, I think.
I'll go turn around and look for it in a sec. There's a page and a thingy and...
Nope, it was a tinderbox.
Well, I'll take that. Agrippa channels Wire. Oh. Wire taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part with Agrippa, as he is, and has been for centuries, my only link to the worlds beyond. Wire claims he tried his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he can help too. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige. But now am I to part from him, and in return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is the most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tempter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae can be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tampter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Karn. We have to collect the water monster's poop. I will have to address Ryer with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. That's why we go down the well, to collect monster poop.
Oh no. Invisible water monster poop?
Alright.
Maybe it's boogers. I mean, it just said secretion. There are lots of things creatures secrete.
I don't care what it is. We have to go down there to get its secretions.
Oh dear.
Is that why he pulled water monsters to this world?
Probably.
Oh,
Needs
man.
the secretions.
So
to get back to whatever awful world he's from.
So he's probably a criminal, and their punishment was banishment, so they banished him to our world.
Gee, thanks, guys.
And he did all this. You know, I think we need to have a word with his people.
Yeah, we should go to their world, kick their butts.
And we should just go to their world like guys. F you all! By the way, here's 150 terrible convicts from our world. We have no idea what to do with.
Oh, we're gonna banish them. Let's banish them.
They're really the most psychotic and deranged people.
We can't handle them, so we're just gonna, send them over.
Yeah. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know that I am one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. He sounds more rational in this one than the last one. The last one, he just sounded crazy.
Alright. Nice study. Let's go to the choir.
And find ourselves some fungus.
Fungus in the choir.
Oh my gosh. What would happen if I just beat one of the creatures with pieces of the orb? It's got powers. There's a lot of lit candles in here.
Yeah?
Don't even bother with candlestick holders. Or anything.
Ah!
15th of August, 1839.
You hurt yourself. Paper cut.
The Blood Lords are failing.
The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions.
Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer.
Why do you
Hurry.
do this? Do it yourself.
The shadow is coming. You have to use the knife, I guess.
Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
But game, what are you doing? Heck? Oh, come on!
You're gonna have
could totally stab Alexander. I hate when games do this.
I know.
There was a game. Which one was it? It was the last Bioshock where I just stood. It's like, hand the baby over. It's like, you mean the thing that causes all the shit that goes wrong ever in this timeline? Screw that. I'll just sit here. I just sat there staring at it.
Do anything?
No.
Pick the man, cut the lines. Pick the man, cut the lines. Heave the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Well, you trained Daniel to kill people to drive it away, your people, and you ran out of other people. Is that how the story goes?
No. The door's open again, though.
But my sanity won't come back.
Because you're not sane. You just did a bad thing in this room.
I can't pull my torch out.
I think you have to, like...
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
You're getting intense.
And was it worth it, buddy? I just shed flowers. Is there a flower growing out of my head?
There must be. It's on your head. That's the only explanation.
Screwdriver
Daniel
versus
red
candles.
Looks like we're at an impasse here.
I don't know, the physics of how you hold objects just amuses me.
When a completely stoppable object meets an immovable force. Or when a completely stoppable force meets an immovable object. Alright, go on. What's in the next one? What's across the hall from that terrible person stabbing?
No, I don't want to know anymore.
Don't kill her.
Why did that torture room have a bunch of screwdrivers in it? Was that the best implement they could find?
Screwdriver really sucked for that. Wait, did we get the piece of the orb in the other room? Was there a piece of orb?
No, I don't see pieces of orb anywhere.
Okay. No? Well, what do we have to find in this room?
I don't know. Doesn't seem like there's anything.
Okay. This is back the way we came.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought this was back the way we came.
No?
Okay.
Pretty
Pieces
sure.
of orb.
Unless I got turned around. Oh. Okay, we weren't even in the choir yet.
That was just
The start of the choir.
That was just a...
That was just a bad place. Just a bad place on its own.
Yeah. So he's addicted to laudanum. We get it. You've given us that message.
Okay, there's definitely gonna be
What
monsters.
are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation.
What was that?
It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
I'd stick by the walls. There might be a door.
We just don't want to fall into any more holes. God, this room is huge.
Are you out of
What is this place? No, but it will be if I'm not careful. Tree roots?
what's that?
Who does he want revenge on?
Is that a squirrel?
Maybe. Is it weird that I find this giant open space more unsettling than the corridors?
Nope. Because it's also foggy.
I'm not an agoraphobe or anything, to my knowledge. To the best of my knowledge.
Well, it's foggy. It's like being blind.
Shit. Okay. That made me jump too. That one got me. My fingers are tingling and I don't know why. Okay. A forger? Oh, come on!
A forger? You put a forger?
Forger?
In a maiden?
I mean, okay, none of this...
too intense!
None of this was acceptable at any point, but a forger? Daniel, how did you justify that?
Like, at least I can see kind of how the rapist one makes sense, because, like, you cut him in
crotch.
the... Yeah, you cut him in the crotch for using the crotch badly, but...
Like, the kidnapper
A
just
forger?
randomly stretched the arsonist.
Like, if I was going to torture a forger, this is a bit dark, I would pull his fingers off.
Oof.
I mean... Okay, that was really dark, wasn't it?
Remind me not to counterfeit anything near you!
But I mean, like... An
don't
Iron
know.
Maiden?
It seems to me like you'd have to somehow Oh, I didn't even read it. I didn't even care.
Can you click it again?
Do I want to? Do I want to know? No, we missed something.
No, we missed it. Oh, well.
We missed it. And we didn't miss anything.
Well,
no.
we can go back and read it later when we
No.
get the video. Yeah, just close that. Like, nope.
Nope.
Alright, what else is in here? Where's our orbit? It's gotta be in one of these alcoves.
Yeah, the game's given up on monsters. It doesn't even care anymore. It's just like
what's down there?
it's just like, who are we kidding?
It's right there on the ground, glowing.
Thank you. You have sharper vision than I do.
It was bright red.
Somehow I couldn't see it right in front of my face. Did I mention I'm bad at this game?
Alright, let's check the other alcove joke. We're almost there.
Screw you.
Where's that even coming from? Alright, other alcoves.
A fusion reaction in the nearest star.
Hey, laudanum.
I've saved up 4 bottles.
We're gonna need them probably.
Might need all of them.
When we go get the secretions of the water monster.
But we also need to find a fungus thing.
It's in here somewhere, but not in this room.
What?
Find a way. Stop screwing with me.
Alright, so keep going.
Keep a hand on the wall.
Look out, look out, look out, look out!
Whoa, 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 force! I couldn't stop. I pushed back and it was already too late.
I thought you saw it.
By the time I saw it react, it was too late.
Okay, well, go around one of the walls.
Sorry.
Keep like checking the walls, but also keep checking the
Why
floor.
am I doing this? I'm all fumbly and stumbly and blind.
Because if something comes after me, I'm just gonna spin around in circles and die. And like, cry and stuff.
I don't have a much better record.
Have like a heart attack or something.
Alright.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay.
Check for like doors and
I got an eye on a wall. I'm just not gonna fall in any more holes, okay?
there's the hole.
The holes have a better record than the monsters.
Yeah. You've met 2 holes and both have killed you. Hang on. There's a noise. That music means there's a monster. Pretty sure.
Music means the game wants us to think there's a monster.
Usually because there's a damn monster.
But we're crawling. thistle? No, just some leaves. Sure there's nothing in it? Okay.
It's not going or anything.
The darkness ain't hurting my mind, so I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's just some places, it's just like, eh.
Yeah, this place is not creepy as other places. We're gonna get scared there.
Well, I'm finding lots of stuff.
We just follow the wall, we've gotta find all the doors.
I understand. Yeah, I think all these weird plants that live down here among the plumbing and
Watch
stuff.
the door. Alright, let's keep going. There's a door.
Okay.
What did this person do? Jaywalking?
Those gosh darn jaywalkers!
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Yeah.
Really? Can they? I'm not convinced they can.
There's the glowy bit. It's broken. Go
Well,
on then, let's see what he did. Or she noticed Alexander's an equal opportunity torturer.
murderer again. We're tied to spokes of the wheel. They turn the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. I know nothing about mercy about any of this. Oh yeah, huh?
Now you're just gonna play with it.
It's like a great big spinning wheel. We could use this for embroidery.
Or a large unicycle. To get out of here, we could just ride our large unicycle away from the monsters.
Built entirely out of torture devices. We'll take the chains from the one, we'll take
Well, that
the...
one drill looks like it could be like turning on a pedal. Pretty sure a pedal is like, you need two of them now. I mean, you could do one, but that would be extra hard on a unicycle. One time, my bike pedal fell off when I was in the middle of an intersection, but I really had to get to work. So I ran back, grabbed my bike pedal, and then kind of just like...
Went on with it.
I went on with it with one pedal. Just pulling it up with the top of my foot and then pushing it down with the bottom of my foot.
If you step down real hard, it'll actually come back up on its own as better mount.
Well, yeah, but I was trying to also
But
keep
you
my
use-
balance.
Yeah, you end up using your weight. You're basically standing on the bike.
Yeah, that works better when you've got 2 feet to teeter it out.
True.
Oh, jeez.
2 feet always work better. Pretty much in any situation.
Do you hear that?
Well, you can get along with just fine.
Do you hear that?
Do I cross this?
I don't know.
I don't think I crossed
I
this.
don't know, but something's nearby.
We've already established that I'm the scariest thing in this place.
Jeez.
Sanity, come back.
It saw you, wherever it is.
What the hell? Where is it? Where? Where?
Why is your camera so big? Bigger than it's seen in life.
I'm gonna have to move.
I know. I'm not sure if it's to the right or to the left. Well, you gotta go left because you've been.
There's nothing there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's just a dead end.
I thought you could jump over the thing.
No, this is just a dead end.
Try jumping. Oh wait, is that a? It's a hole?
See how long it gets? Yeah, there's a hole.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, you just came up to a dead end. Could throw a skull at it.
Didn't see that it was like a dead end. Where'd the thing go? Okay, you've been along this one, so go
Was
on.
there a thing? Was there a thing at all?
There had to
Is
have
it
been a
just
thing.
messing with our heads?
That noise said there was a thing. Just be freaking careful when you get those drums.
Can get the bugs off the monitor now, please. But Sandy's not bad, so I think these are just crawling around on his eyeballs.
They probably want to eat the roses on his head. Right. Stick to the wall.
This is the right direction, correct?
I think so. But you gotta stick to the wall, you won't find the door.
We still need to...
Oh, whatever it is that's close by.
Oh, Sanity, don't go all wibbly wobbly on me. I can't look at a light right now.
Gotta get away from whatever it is.
We still need to find a fungus thing in here somewhere.
This room is so big.
It could be somewhere in the middle. But the problem is we can't get a good look at the place. Seems like a nice out of the way corner.
Things close by though.
Was it even in the same world as us, or is it wandering around in the other world making sounds we can somehow hear? Waiting till we touch the final piece of orb to pop out.
Alright, you could probably play a torch out behind the pillar there.
My vision seems to be straightened out, so I don't
I
think
think
I'll
just
need
being
to.
mirrored is what gets you.
Ho-de-do, come on, game.
Is that a gap in the floor again?
Well,
But a new gap in the floor.
I'm wondering if I'm on the other side this time.
Probably.
My mental map is just straight up failing me.
Yeah, me too.
At this point, I'm really just playing the
Hey, there's
maps.
something glowing over there. I think it's the fungus you need or something. Maybe?
Yep. The tissue is quite soft, and I should be able to break it open.
Hammer and chisel? Neat.
Just exploded like this was Diablo.
Go check that door.
Probably could have used a rock as well. Well,
Maybe the jaywalker's in here.
yeah.
We're gonna have to run away from
With the
that
guy,
thing.
yeah. With the guy who cursed within hearing distance of a woman.
Or the woman who cursed.
Or the cow.
Within hearing distance of anyone. Or the cow. What did the cow do?
I don't know.
What did the cow do?
Oh no.
Oh no, never mind. It's one of those bulls.
Why the hell would anyone invent this this bullshit right here? Why? Why?
Because they hated somebody.
Why?
Touch his butt.
But it's stupid.
Touch the button.
It's horrific and it's stupid.
It really is.
Traitor. Traitor?
That's a very vague term.
What treachery did he commit?
He
The
took his
traitor
friend's,
did not know what to think of the brass bull as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. Got any lamp oil for me? Huh?
Nope.
Look, you know, I understand that you want all this torture to be torture and all, but don't you think that you'd have just found the most effective method and done all your patients with that one torture? Did you really have to have so much variety?
Maybe he was bored. Alright, we've got everything. We're gonna have to run from that scary thing.
Clearly enjoyed what he was doing.
There's gonna be a big, scary thing pretty close by, I think.
We stick to this wall.
We
We
should
need to
get
go.
out.
If we panic and start running in random directions, we will regret it. The mouse made my finger twitch when it squeaked.
Scary noise.
It's okay though. You know, if the games, it's only a matter of time before the games start listening to the sounds we make and using them as well.
Actually, there are games that do that.
I go quiet, so the game will just be like, oh, it's quiet. Yeah, there's one you just wear this headset and there's no visual component. It's like sensory deprivation with just audio playing, and the whole game's played just through sound. Freaks people out so much they'll tear the head thing off.
Look out, look out, look out.
Yep. Thanks for warning me.
Yeah.
Well, I did manage to see it this time at least. There's no telling when I'll fail to see it.
That's a bit rumbly.
It's okay. Just a little rumbly in my tumbly. I haven't eaten anything other than laudanum since I came here. And brain juice.
Well, you got some meat. Well, you didn't eat the brain juice. You stuck it into your veins.
I assimilated it more directly than through my stomach, okay?
A bridge. Did we find the bridge before?
Yeah, we crossed several bridges actually.
Oh,
I'm completely lost.
it's
Okay,
okay. Just follow
I'm
along.
just following the wall. You can build mazes that can take advantage of people who do that too.
I know.
And since it's a video game and we're dealing in Cthulhu's, the architecture doesn't have to make physical sense. But I doubt that's going to happen. Just crawling along. The game knows that we're expecting it. That's why it's waiting.
Is that the way out?
Maybe.
It can't be the way out.
Sure it can.
No, it's that second door, or second door I found before.
It was closed. We've not been in here? Yes, we have. Yeah, this is the
Yeah, this is the
maze.
second doorway. With
Okay.
the forager that we were laughing about.
We're close.
So yeah, we're close. If we just go right.
Maybe the, what's his name? Alistair?
Alexander.
Alexander? Maybe he just really doesn't like forgers. How dare you!
What would you have had to forage?
Forge? Let me see. The king's signature, maybe? I think we're in England. Maybe the queen's signature?
Germany. You're in the Prussian woods.
Oh, yeah!
And that's like an old word for part of Germany or somewhere near
The sad thing is, as much as I have studied history, I don't know exactly where Prussia is.
That's because it's not there anymore.
Okay, I'm bad at geography.
I think.
I studied a lot of history, but I'm bad at geography, and most of my history, believe it or not, European history, is something of a blank spot for me.
We didn't miss it in the corner, did we?
No, we'll look at it.
Well, if we get to the other door, we'll just notice her around. Oh, hey! Let's get the heck out of here.
Is it waiting for us there because we're not expecting it? Now we think we're safe?
I don't know.
See, I studied American history massively. I did Roman history, and that whole thing. I did a lot of Chinese history. You know, history was always my favorite subject, and I've studied it extensively on my own. The thing about studying history on your own is that there's these gigantic gaps in it because I was not systematic, and European history is just largely a blank. Like, I know some of it here and there, but...
Well, it depends who you ask to.
Yeah. I like the really, really ancient history, which means the speculation you have about...
What is that?
I don't know. But... I'm going to stare at this torch.
Good idea.
How are we looking? Okay, doing okay. We got 6 rocks.
Yay, 6 rocks. We can
And
go
a
back
poison
to,
gland. And a string.
now we just need the secretion.
We need 3 things.
If we want to save Agrippa.
We need vitae,
Then
which
again.
you get from...
Do we want to save Agrippa?
Well, I do.
Well, saving Agrippa is the only way for Alexander to get home. But we don't want to have Alexander go home. We want to kill him.
I guess, but Agrippa doesn't deserve to be hung there for all eternity.
Well,
With
yeah.
monsters
but I mean,
pawing about him. I don't know, Agrippa doesn't seem like a bad guy to me. I don't know. So we need vitae. That might be what this crap was about.
well, yeah. Didn't you get the vitae?
No, I don't think I did. I got meat, string, and a poison gland.
Oh.
I need poison gland, vitae, monster poop. This seems like where we'd find vitae to me. I'm probably not pronouncing that even slightly correctly. No, but you got it from the torture victim, so... Wouldn't it be here?
Well, let's go get the monster poop.
Let's go put the orb together. Let's go put the orb together. We'll come back from monster poop.
We might not end up coming back from monster poop.
I don't know.
I really don't want to face that thing. I'm scared of it.
Suppose I really should go for the monster poop.
Yep. Well, if the symmetry of it is anything, Vitae will be able to study, because we gotta get the monster poop out of there.
Incredible. You found Vile's recipe. There might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate, Daniel. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic via disguise. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Tips?
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vile's tonic before attempting to mend the orb, There might still be a chance for you to save me.
You don't turn out to be a super demon.
Please, my fate is in your hands.
Probably a super demon.
But he's so friendly.
And he's the only way that Alexander's actually getting home, so, like, I go we just kill him.
I see you have all the orb
I
pieces
mean, if
you
you
need.
want to, we can go get monster food.
Do I want to gather monster food? No. But I think it's probably important.
That thing's gonna come.
Go straight. We have meat.
Oh, we should have tied the meat to the thing.
Well, that's a weird thought. With string, fishing for monster secretions.
Yeah, maybe it'll be like saliva on there. There you go.
Oh, that's way easier. Oh, good idea.
That's what I'm here for. Something's pulling on the rope. Get it. Get it. Get it. You've got the fish.
Can't turn it.
Oh man, it's all loose. You probably missed it. Oh, there you go.
Covered in mucus. It poops mucus.
I told you it had to be like the snot or
I think
something.
we poop mucus too, technically. I'm not sure.
I
I
don't
know
know.
that what comes
I
out
see you have
is
all
not
the orb
food.
pieces you need.
It's
I know I have no right to
that
ask
study again.
anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather...
Because if there's the
way
symmetry,
easier.
this place does have a lot of symmetry, so maybe it's in here. Maybe.
Let's try to save what precious little oil we have.
Oh man.
Everybody got a bottle of stuff in here? We checked all these.
Wait, there it is.
Oh,
Oh, it's just lying.
well, I mean, it's not that I'm complaining about finding a healing item. Then again, maybe I'm not as terribly bad at this game as I think I am. I've saved up a lot of laudanum.
And you really have. Maybe he'll know where it is. Now that we've got all the rest of it.
Light it!
Doesn't belong.
It's not a torch.
Just a rat.
There. That'll help.
All the orb pieces
Yeah.
you need.
Yeah.
I know I have no right to ask anything of you.
We need
But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tongue
Maybe we should
before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save me.
Well, I mean, we've got all the equipment lying around.
My fate is
Hey,
in your
buddy,
hands.
if we torture you, we can send you back.
We're gonna need some vitae, and you're in, buddy.
I see you have all the orb.
God,
That's all he wants to say.
Well, do we go running back and forth through areas, or do we ask
Oh, I hate us.
but then get straight into the end? We should actually end the video.
Oh yeah.
So, until next time and every time we enter the final horrors with this thing. And whatever happens when we combine these things into a tonic. This is Hadrix,
And Mheracai.
signing off.